So this week so far, the two things I've heard the most is the Eagles aren't going to move Jalen Mills. The Eagles aren't going to do anything. They're disappointing. Howie Roseman's disappointing. He's sitting around doing nothing. He ain't trying. The Eagles are just sitting there rotting away. What are they doing? Then I hear the Eagles are trying to pursue Le'Veon Bell. The Eagles are trying to get Le'Veon Bell. Even Le'Veon Bell says the Eagles are interested in me. So what the hell is really going on? Gary Cooper, asshole. Oh, diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy! Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Thing back here. So the Eagles, they've decided to keep Jalen Mills at corner. They believe in him, I guess. And a lot of people have taken issue with this. And I understand. Jalen Mills has stunk. He has stunk. But there's also this assumption that the Eagles, they're going to not do anything. They're just going to sit and let things go the whole season. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I got to say this. 2-2 is not the end of the world. Nobody has ever won a Super Bowl in September. For that matter, nobody has ever won the Super Bowl in October. Yes, the Eagles have not played up to what we expect. Yes, but dude, they've had a lot of injuries. They've had a lot of guys that have been out pretty much all preseason, all regular season. I mean, Alshon came back Sunday. Carson the week before. Sometimes things take a while to get going. You don't win a Super Bowl in September. You don't even win it in October. Okay, it's early yet. 2-2 is not the end of the world. But I will say this. From a mental standpoint, I think the Eagles have to win this game. Not only because I hate the stinking Vikings. I hate them. But because this game, I believe, if you can win it, you will probably win the next 2 games. That will put you on a 3-game winning streak, taking you to 5-3 going into that Jaguars game in Europe. So the Eagles, yes, they got to play better. Yes, they have to be more consistent. They have to block for Carson Wentz. You can't let your quarterback get hit that much. The defensive line needs to get pressure on a quarterback. And the secondary has to play better. All these things are true. But it's not time to panic. It's not time to flip out. 2-2 is not the end of the world. Many teams have been 2-2 and gone on huge runs. So I have no reason to believe that this team can't do it. But it does start Sunday. They got to be better. And I think and I hope and I expect that last week was a wake-up call for this team. Now, look, I know a lot of people were pissed off the Eagles lost last week. I get it. I mean, I would love to be 4-0 too. I would have loved to win that game. It pissed me off. But the truth of the matter is we got a long season ahead of us. We haven't even played one division game yet. I'm sorry. I believe that this team is going to get it turned around. And I've heard people say they're going to just sit there and do nothing. It's too late. They're not doing anything. I don't agree. The Eagles are going to. I think the front office is looking for ways to get better. I think Doug Peterson, the coaching staff, is trying to figure things out. Now, I would like them to move Jalen Mills, but they're not. But look, we got a lot of football left. And I think this team is too talented to continue playing the way they have. And I think they will get it going. And I think they're going to get it going this week against them stinking Vikings. So we got to hang in there. We got to remember, we're just out of September. They haven't even played one game in October yet. We need to relax and let things play out and see and go from there. Now, if they go out and they get their butts kicked by Minnesota, I'm going to be concerned. Because it's like they didn't learn anything from the week before, and that would concern me. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this Le'Veon Bell situation, because there are more reports today, new reports today, stating that the Eagles have been mulling a trade for Le'Veon Bell for a while now. This is getting to the point where every day there's another report, another something coming out talking about the interest the Eagles have in Le'Veon Bell, to the point where even Le'Veon Bell himself has said the Eagles are interested in him. Okay, now I know some people, they don't want to hear it. They don't think it's newsworthy. Well, you know what? If they don't think it's newsworthy, they don't have to think about it. But me, I think it is. I think this is legitimate. I think there's too much smoke. Okay, there's too much talk. There's too much chatter here to think the Eagles are not interested in him. The Eagles are definitely interested in Le'Veon Bell. The question is, will they get him? Just because they're interested, just because they're mulling a trade, does not mean that they're going to get him. Okay, those are two very different things. But this team is looking at Le'Veon Bell as a weapon, as something to help their offense. I believe they're interested in it. They would be stupid not to be. Okay, you could always work out the cap. But I'm sorry, this report about Le'Veon Bell, this interest of Le'Veon Bell that the Eagles have is real. This is real. There's too much smoke. Too much smoke for it not to be. Something is going on, and it's funny, one of the guys who is close to Howie Roseman that gets a lot of information, Jason La Canfora, he thinks something's up. So, I will put the sources in the description box as always, and you can check it out for yourself. But this is every day we're getting a new report. So I think the Eagles' interest in Le'Veon Bell is real. Whether they get him or not, that's a whole nother story. So what do you guys think? Let me know. And with that said, I'll talk to you later. And hey, don't be a dingbat.